My 25F boyfriend, 28M, says my boundary is controlling. My 25F boyfriend, 28M, says my boundary of not wanting to be with someone who goes to strip clubs is controlling. I've explained to him several times that my ex of 3 years had multiple relations with several strippers, and as such it is a hard limit. He said he is a grown man, and he can do whatever he wants and doesn't have to follow the rules of someone else. I said I agree, you're absolutely allowed to do whatever you want, but I won't be in a relationship with someone who cannot put my feelings over seeing another woman naked, getting a lap dance. I told him this before things even got serious with us, and he said he didn't want to go to one anyways, so it was fine and he understood. Now all of a sudden, I'm trying to control him. I don't think I am. I never said, "You're not allowed to go to a strip club." I said it was a boundary of mine, and if it is something he feels he needs to do, then we can just go our separate ways. It wasn't even a threat, because we weren't even serious. He brought it up a few days ago, that he wants to go for his friend's birthday. I reminded him of my boundary, that he agreed to because we became exclusive, and he told me that his boundary was not to be with someone who controls him. I said, I'm not trying to control you, but if that's a boundary for you, that's fine and we can end things now. My boundary will not change. He replied that he doesn't want to end things. And I just reiterated that he can't go to a strip club and also have me. It's just a hard boundary I don't foresee myself ever going back on. I feel like he is trying to push me to throw my boundary out the window, but I know for a fact I won't feel good about it. We've only been together for 6 months, so at this point I really think it would just be less of a headache of cut things off. I care about him, but I'm not interested in being a cool girlfriend who pretends I'm totally fine with something I find extremely disrespectful. He thinks I'm being irrational. I think it's kind of messed up he is trying to push against something, again, I warned him about before agreeing to be his girlfriend. Thoughts? TLDR. Boyfriend wants to go to a strip club. Against my hard boundary, but doesn't want to break up to do so, and says I just shouldn't be controlling. Update. I got sick of commenting the same thing over and over again. He came over, we spoke and he said he was definitely 100% going. A private room was booked, he was getting lap dances, and I'd just have to be okay with it. I told him I was not okay with it, and if he really wanted to go I wouldn't stop him, but I also wouldn't continue the relationship with him. He knew I considered it cheating, and was basically asking my permission to cheat on me. I broke up with him in the end, he called me crazy, something he knows is a trigger, and left. About an hour after the breakup he was calling and texting me. His texts flip-flopped between, "You're being crazy," to, "I love you, please talk to me baby." And then eventually I was a crazy bitch. Around 4:30 am, he used my hidden key to enter my apartment, and I was woken up to him crawling into my bed and crying that he didn't think I'd actually dump him. Crazy, he knew from the beginning, agreed to the boundary. And expected me to just drop it since we had an emotional attachment? Not happening. Then, a few hours later he texted me about how it was all made up because he wanted to see my reaction. There is no strip club party, he just wanted to see how I'd react if it ever came up in the future. He wasn't expecting me to actually break up with him. This wasn't any better than there actually being a strip party in my opinion. This might actually be worse. He wanted to see how far he could push my boundary, to see if I'd let him cross it. Although I'm not sure I believe him anyways, he said it's a regular bar party, and I'm invited but why wait hours and after a breakup to admit it? Maybe it's crazy to assume he spoke to his friend and asked him to cover for him with a regular party, and then go to the strip party in secret. But it's also freaking crazy to make up something just to see if you can get your girlfriend to sacrifice her feelings for your fun. Either way, I won't be getting back with him, ever. This was an eye-opening experience. My locks are getting changed by maintenance today, and his number is being blocked. I'm too old be playing these middle school games. As for the comments that said I was punishing my BF for the actions of my ex, wrong. I've never ever been okay with this. I've always considered naked women rubbing their tits and ass on you to be cheating regardless of where it takes place. I don't care if it's normalized by TV, movies, etc. It is not something I am willing to ever tolerate in a partner. I don't care if it's seen as controlling either. If you think saying, "I won't tolerate being cheated on, I will leave," is controlling, that's you. And it's also why I said it before we entered a relationship. It's why I worded it, "Hey, I can tell things are getting serious. Before we are exclusive I think going to strip clubs and getting lap dances are cheating." If your ideals don't align, that's fine. I won't try to control you. We just don't need to pursue a relationship. It's a boundary I won't ever cross. He said he was fine with it. They're stupid. He doesn't want to go. He also said male strip clubs are different because male strippers will sleep with women customers for free, but you have to pay for female strippers to do that, and he isn't that type of guy. Update again, there was a strip club party, you all called it. He was lying and planning on going anyways, and it was last night. I made friends with one of their other guy friends' girlfriend. Her boyfriend declined going, but she told me there absolutely was a strip club party, and my ex did plan to attend. Whatever.